Japan, Okinawa declares COVID-19 emergency after U.S. base outbreaks.
Here's a summary of the article.
Japan's Okinawa prefecture has declared a state of emergency following a spike in coronavirus infections connected to an outbreak among U.S. forces based in the region. Okinawa Governor Denny Tamaki on Friday announced that Japan's southernmost prefecture, comprising of dozens of islands, will be placed under a state of emergency between August 1 and 15. Tamaki asked residents to avoid non-essential outings and trips to the prefecture from outside Okinawa. U.S. forces account for 248 of those cases, according to the local government, reigniting long-standing tensions between locals and the U.S. military. Last month, Okinawa authorities demanded an explanation from the U.S. military over new clusters found at the Marine Corps Air Station Futenma and Camp Hansen. At the time, Tamaki said he could only say that a few dozen cases were found because the U.S. military requested the exact figure not to be released. Some are also discontent that the prefecture bears a disproportionate share of the burden of hosting American forces, with more than half of about 50,000 American troops in Japan based in Okinawa.
This post received a score of 15,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than U.S. forces account for 248 of those cases since the bot didn't include that part. The total number of cases in Okinawa is 395.
This right here is why everyone is keeping Americans out ATM.
We are plague rats.
Just ask the Native Americans.
Native here, I concur. But rats you could at least cage. We got Karen and Darren out here spitting at Dairy Queen employees.
Sorry, is that a real thing or more of a commentary on the carelessness to COVID?
People have been purposefully spitting and coughing on people.
Rudy Gobert but unwilling to apologize. Donald Trump, China should have stopped this from getting out, it should have never made it out, it should have never made it to us. Also Donald Trump, don't worry about our military base infecting your local towns.
If I'm a foreign hostile, I now know that germ warfare against the US will work amazingly because the government does not care about its citizens, its medical care is poor and a good portion of the nation are imbeciles.
The American military is not paying attention to the COVID isolation in Canada. WTF is going on, America?
A combination of arrogance and ignorance which is a pretty disastrous mixture during a pandemic.
What's more American than that?
Poor Okinawans, man. Gotta deal with assault, sexual assault, rape, murders and now COVID from American military bases.
Yep, they have been demanding the US leave for decades now. Hopefully this finally forces the US to bend and get the fuck out of Japan already.
Not under this administration.
Don't be so sure. Mind you, Trump threatened to leave not out of grace or because the Japanese don't want them there, but because he was stupid enough to think threatening their removal was some great bit of leverage the US had over Japan.
LMAO. Well, if there was any chance of that, it's gone now because leaving at this point would look like an admission of fault on his part.
So you're saying Trump is finally learning to act like a real politician? Nah, just that once in a while his failure at something will look like a reasonable attempt at something else.
Man, we got military bases around the world, too. I'm sure this won't be the last country to have this problem.
Canada's had it too. Not an outbreak, but Americans off base.
Canada has had it too. Had what? An outbreak? No, Americans.
A different type of disease that's spreading.
Tokyo may follow daily record infections.
China also did this, and it seems to be a really solid strategy for reducing transmission within households. I wish NYC did something like this.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.